Friday the 13th, the game.
Happening?
A concept that on paper has the potential to be the game of the year in my opinion, but does it hold up to the standards that everyone has set? Now let's just take a look at this. There are a lot of positives for this game. There are a lot of fantastic aspects to it, although with every fantastic aspect comes a terrible aspect. And the main terrible aspect with this game would definitely be the glitches. Now while every game has its glitches, some more noticeable than others, the glitches on this game are obvious, in your face. While they don't affect the game, they do take away from the aura of it, should I say. For example, think about it this way. You play a game like GTA, it runs smooth, it looks good, you might get the odd glitch, but it doesn't ruin the look of the game. Whereas this, you can glitch through a door. You glitch when you open it, you glitch when you close it. It ruins the look of the game. I ran into a tent by accident in my second game. When I tried to get out, I glitched. My character just stood up in the tent and I couldn't move, I was just going around in circles. So I had to leave the game and start again. Now while that's not a big deal, you know, you can cope with something like that every so often, it is quite annoying. And while they are very few and far between, it's something, as I say, can be annoying.
Jason is killing us.
Now, playing the game itself is really good. It's a really good game. You've got, I think there's about 6-7 different avatars, characters to use in the game. Jason being one on top of that, so it's about 8-9 characters we'll say. You've got Tommy Jarvis, who is supposed to be Jason's sworn enemy, who comes in when someone who's died is called back. Essentially, when you die, if you like, believe when you are the first one dead, and someone calls Tommy Jarvis, you will be reincarnated and you will become Tommy Jarvis. Now the gameplay of the game, it runs quite smooth. Okay, it's got its problems, but it runs quite smooth as an actual game. And at first I found the gameplay really confusing. I'll admit, I'm not going to sit here and pretend I knew exactly what I was doing, because I didn't. I found it a little confusing. Like, for example, if you open a window, you just tap X. So you'd imagine you've got to tap X to close it. But no, you've got to hold X, which confused me a little bit, but I'm used to that. It's not a big deal. It's just, when you're playing as Jason, and I don't know what it's called, but when you move along with Jason, and I think you press R1 and square, and you move along like you're really fast in a certain direction. Not a fan of that, because I find I can't control the direction. I'm not sure if you can anyway control the direction, but you know, that could just be something that I learn along the way, because I've only had it a couple of days and I'm really bad at it. Then there's other controls. Sense, used as Jason, I'm not a fan of that, because people have been telling me, Joe, just use Sense to be able to find the people that you're trying to kill. How? I'm trying that, it's not working, but that may just be me, that may just be me being retarded. Then there's Jason himself. Very, very OP, way too OP in my opinion. The fact that one, like, it's so hard to actually kill the character, so hard to do anything, and basically you need everyone in the game to actually kill him, and it pisses me off quite a lot. Something else is how when you hit Jason once and it stuns him and he just stands up like a bit dazed, the fact that you can't hit him again until he's come back around and he's moving again, that pisses me off, because you could potentially finish him off by doing that. The fact that you also can't escape the grasp of Jason in a quick time gives you too narrow of a window to try and escape Jason before he kills you. I feel that, like, when you've got to press the button to escape, Jason, well, whoever's playing as Jason, should have to press a button to kill you. I think that is something that should be implemented into the game in future. So, now we've looked at the negatives, we're going to talk about the positives. it's a really good concept, and at the moment it's a good game. I'm not going to say it's bad because it's not. It's a good game. Okay, but there's a lot of changes need doing before it becomes a great game, and that's going to take time. But it's going to need doing, because for a game that costs £31, you are essentially, I've heard this a lot on YouTube, you are essentially paying for an unfinished game. The game itself is seemingly unfinished. There's a lot of problems with it, albeit, as I say, not very bad, but they are there and they are noticeable. I feel character customization could do with a bit more. I'm going back to the negatives here, but you get my point. There's a lot of changes you need doing, and maybe, you know, in future, bring out some new modes, like a single player mode. You know, yeah, you've got your private match mode where you can have a little game with your mates, but you know what, if you haven't got any mates to play it, you spend all your time waiting for a game because the servers are shocking. And then when you get in there, you're either on your own, so you've got to back out because you can't be arsed waiting for people to join, so you join again, you finally join someone in the host leaves, and then you finally get one. I'm going to recommend this game. Okay, I would get it. If you have some money and you want to buy a game, get it. Because this is a damn good game when you find a session. You know, and I'm going to recommend, if you do get this game, do not, and I repeat, do not leave a session. Because the sessions in this game are definitely few and far between. When you get one, you don't leave unless there's a problem with your connection or the host leaves. So, just a little bit of advice there. I hope you take it lightly. It's a good game. It is a good game. The weapons that you can use in the game are decent. You know, a wrench, a knife. I love the fact you can use a frying pan or a saucepan. But I feel the weapons should be a little bit more impactful. You know, they should actually do a lot more damage to Jason. And that's something I do love there. If you just see the video in the background, diving out of the window, I just think that's hilarious and it's so cool. Yeah, if I keep going, I'm just gonna start carrying on rambling, so I'm gonna try and cut this a little bit shorter than I originally planned it to be. The game itself, very good. Glitches, of course, but every game has a glitch. Nothing whatsoever you can do about that. Gameplay you get used to. Playing as Jason, I'm not too good at that. You know, I've killed a total of 3 people in the 2 times I've played as Jason, because as I say, I'm not very good. Searching for things, I'm not very good at that, so that's my problem. But yeah, I'm going to give the game around 7.5 out of 10. It needs a lot of changes to make it better than that, because right now it's just good. It's not great, it's not really good, it's just good. Essentially paying 31 quid for a substantial amount above average game. But they need more modes and more means for everything, and until then, you know, I'm just going to stick with this, and then maybe when they release new updates I'll talk about it more. And I'm going to keep playing the game. It's a damn good game, but you know, it's just lackluster in parts. But yeah guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe for more Friday the 13th game gameplay, and also more game reviews. I also want to say, if you actually have Friday the 13th the game on PS4, my PSN name will be in the description below, and also leave your PSN name and we can have a bit of a Friday the 13th game with ourselves. So yeah guys, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, I just said that. And it's been fun, and I shall see you later guys.